pavement.
These appear, yes, to be brooms, and he posted this with the caption, "Olympic sweep coming right up." Now the spirit of China. You know, the word pretty. Pretty, think about it. It really does conjure up a certain image in your mind. It usually has to do, and often has to do, with youth.
You're right, Ann. In tonight's Spirit of China report, we're heading out to San Francisco's Chinatown because in that Chinatown, the word pretty describes a different age group.
For years, when friends Andrea Lowe and Valerie Liu wanted to get together, San Francisco's Chinatown was their favorite meeting spot.
Oh, there's magic in every little nook and alleyway. You kind of turn a corner and you'll catch the city in a certain light.
The restaurants and shops and colorful buildings have always drawn visitors here. But when Andrea and Valerie wandered around Chinatown,
I like your pants.
something else got their attention.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we would just love people watching.
And sitting there or walking around, we had a very visceral reaction. Oh my God, where did she get those shoes? How did she put together that outfit? So this project was kind of born out of that excitement and that curiosity. Seniors know what they're doing. They know how to live life well and to dress well. So most of the people we speak to are well into their 70s, 80s, 90s, even a few 100-year-olds.
The women found stylish seniors in 6 different Chinatowns across North America.
You know, we were initially drawn in by this vibrant style we were seeing. And then as we started to chat with them, we loved learning about their backstories, their immigration journeys, because these people have lived decades longer than us, and they just have so much wisdom to share, not only just the beautiful fashion, but a lot of wisdoms and stories.
The experience gave birth to a book called Chinatown Pretty.
So one of the Cantonese phrases that we use often is po po ho lang, which means, "Dang, Grandma, you look good." I mean, it's pretty obvious. People are wearing lots of color, patterns. They have a devil-may-care attitude when it comes to what they're wearing, and they are simply pretty. But it's my grandma.
Beautiful.
We call her the Queen because she reminds us of Queen Elizabeth. Great posture, so I always have to realign myself when I look at photos of her.
The book is filled with stories and photos celebrating the courage and resilience of a generation.
Clothes are the gateway to their life history. A lot of these senior citizens have experienced warfare in real ways. They've had to immigrate to a new country where they didn't know the language, while raising families, while working multiple jobs. So they get out of the house despite their knees hurting. They get dressed, despite whatever reason. They look beautiful despite all the things that have happened to them. They're just pretty.
I love that smile.
I know.
It seems like they all have in common really bright colors.
True.
And smart, comfortable shoes.
Absolutely. And they dress in layers because in San Francisco it can be really sunny but very cold if you're going down an alley.
Right.
And in Chicago, where it's very windy, they've got hats and they wear a little band to keep their hats on their head. And really, in nearly every conversation that they would have with these people, the authors were drawn to the senior maybe wearing some handmade outfit that was perhaps made in a factory with some leftover fabric, with a baseball hat given by a granddaughter. So it's a real mix of things.
Yeah.
And they'd start a conversation and they'd learn this backstory about their immigration, journey and what they did before retirement. Seniors, as we all know, have such wisdom to share.
Right.
So we need to be doing a really good job asking our parents and our grandparents about their journey. And maybe it starts with saying, "Hey, Grandma, you look great."
Yeah.
And maybe it starts that way.
Tell me what's the story of how all this came together. But
Yeah.
I think that's just so important, the multi-generational message there, the respect for our elders, and
Right.
taking the time to listen.
You are so right.